And we are live. How is everybody doing this morning? You know I scored 2 goals at hockey last night. Call me the sniper. Big win. One of my best friends on the team. He got in a fight in the parking lot in the middle of the game. He kicked a guy literally out the door, turnstiled his bitch ass. Like swinging the doors of a saloon. He kicked his ass out of there, got some shots on him, but sadly he will be suspended for about 10 games. Now, I'm going to be looking for some trades. I got 6 wins in a row. I'm going for 7 today, maybe 8 today. Really focused on NZD/USD and AUD/USD right now. But before I start, I have to say, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment and education only. Look at that. We got the new camera angle going. We're back with two cameras. Education and entertainment only. Yes, I look tired as hell today. The game was at 10:30 last night. And with all the fighting and stuff, I didn't get home until 1-ish, and I couldn't sleep. Teeth are all here. Teeth look good. Got a little echo on the second camera. Okay, so second camera has an echo, so if I go to the second camera, why is there an echo? What about now? Good? How about that? Fixed? That's got to be fixed. Yeah, we are back in business. All right, we are looking good. We're feeling good. We're trying to get some trades this morning. Let me quickly go through the trading model, right? It's 9:44 right now, which means we've got a minute left for our range, okay? So I am watching this 15-minute candle right here. This candle goes down, it goes up, and then it closes, okay? During that time, it creates the candle high, the candle low. This gives me my opening range for the New York session. Then I'm just monitoring that range. I'm watching the candles in that range. Look, 9:50 a.m. We'll be there soon. And then I want to see the price break out the top of the range and close. That means I'm going to be looking for buys, ideally in line with the overall trend direction. Then I'm going to find a way to get into that trade, okay? So maybe I'll just get in at a retest. Maybe there'll be a fair value gap. Yesterday I entered at a fair value gap. Then I got in at a level of demand. I won 2. Yesterday I went 2-0. Hoping to do the same today. My baby is here. Let's pop up camera number 2. You can see the top of her head. You can see the top of her head right there. That's my little Omi. Come on this side, baby. Yeah, me. Come on this side. Come over here. Come over on this side. You can see yourself. There you go. Are you picking the nose? She's picking the nose. Can you download this PDF? No, I need to. I think I'll make a full PDF with my hybrid execution trading as well soon. So anyways, this is what we're doing. I'm getting into a trade. Now, if my entry here doesn't work, I will enter again here. If that entry doesn't work, I'll enter again here. And then I will come up and take profits, okay? So I'm not giving myself an opportunity to lose. I'll take profit here, maybe another profit here, maybe another profit there. This is what I'm doing. 15-minute is closed, which means what? We are in business. Let's find some trades. Again, don't copy my trades. I love you. Don't copy my trades. We are 2 angles again, eh? We are fancy on stream. Uppies to who?
Uppies to Dada.
Okay.
I want money.
You hear that? We all want money. She wants money. I want money. You want money. We have news coming in at 10 o'clock, according to one of our lovely followers here. Let's take a look. We've got the unemployment claims coming in at, what is this? 8:30 a.m. No, we're 10 a.m. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong day. We are 10 a.m. today. We got that services PMI. Maybe it'll be good for the US dollar. Maybe it'll be bad for the US dollar. One of the things that I like to do when I'm trading the news is I just want to make sure that I'm catching a very deep pullback. So I'm looking for deeper pullback entries, okay? Deeper pullback entries. There she is. You gonna cough on me right now? Looks that way. Look how cute you are on there. Who's that?
Me.
Oh, me.
Hey, go buddy, see to that's all they did.
Her first word was money. No, I'm kidding. Her first word was dada. Get off of me. We gotta start trading now, baby. Why are you coughing on me? All right. So I did the security updates for the Trade with Pat robot this morning, so the website is up. The Forex Fury website is still down. There are some hackers trying to get into the Forex Fury website. Everyone's data and everything is safe, but I am taking security precautions this morning just to make sure that everything is in order. Removing whatever has to be removed. You know, I've got my team working on that right now while I'm trading. So that's a little bit in the back of my mind, which is annoying because I want to be focused more on the charts. What are we doing in terms of wins here? I had this VIP trade right here. Remember, I was doing this also. On stream, the GU sell. You can see I got into the VIP trade here and I exited here. This was a good one for about 1.23%. That was in VIP yesterday. I had this win in VIP this morning. You can see here, could have had a better risk reward ratio, had a level of resistance and a trend line break. So a couple of VIP wins in a row, and I had this UJ VIP one as well. The 1 hour demand tapped in, got a little bit of profit before it continued down. Just quick wins. Now, if we look back at the stream here, this is Monday, or was that Monday? And then right here was Tuesday. So we are killing on NZD USD. Time the pullback multiple times here, really using that EMA to kind of support our position. And so there, yeah, 2 on NU. I'm looking for a third trade on NU this morning. Look at what we have right here. We have our trading range being set on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Can we go 3 in a row on this one pair? Hey, baby, what's up? You want to be on the second camera? Woo, that's a second camera. Very good, Zentex. How are you? How's everybody doing in the chat? So what I'm looking for is a break out of this level right here this morning. Oh, she turned the light on. Thank you. And so I'm looking for a break out of that level, and then I'm going to be looking for a pullback. You know, probably fill this fair value gap right there. Maybe get into this level of demand right here. Yeah, turn it off, turn it on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There is no free robot. I have some free robots on my website. If you go to the free Forex robot page on Forex Robot Nation, they're a little bit older, but I'm sure they still can be tested and fooled around with. You're gonna throw the money in the garbage? Never do that, baby. We're not doing that. What other pairs am I looking at? Let's take a look at my chat with Vapool. He's mentioning we have news at 10. What was my other trade yesterday on stream? This was my other trade yesterday on stream. Okay, baby, you gotta get out of here now. It's enough of you. Out the door. Love you. Alrighty. So yeah, hit this one. Yeah, I like the stochastic. Sometimes I'll use the stochastic just to make sure that I'm getting enough of a pullback. If we look at this position right here, we could see what the stochastic looked like at the time of the trade. Look at the entry right here. So at the time of the trade, we were overbought, and so I sold. Now I should have got more on this one. I got out of that one a little too early, so it was a really, really good move. I could have got about 1 to 4 on that. Would have been much nicer than what I ended up getting. That's fine. That's all right. All right, how's NZD? Is your CAD broken? All right, let's take a look at your CAD. Thank you, Vapool. my lovely assistant for pool. Okay, so here we are on your CAD right now. Don't have a real fair value gap. We just kind of have this level of demand right here. That's the entry point. If we look left here, we also have a level of resistance, turn support. See, that's a decent level. Previously a fair value gap as well. Resistance, support, resistance. Decent level we have right there. So that would be my entry here this morning on your CAD. That also happens to coincide with our EMA, so we are trading in line with the current trend. That's a 200 period EMA, and that's something that I'll be looking at trading right now. You see we have a bit of an inverse fair value gap play right now. You can see price broke through the level and then tapped back in and then shot up. I don't know how much momentum we're going to have on this pair, but this is my level down there. So I'm looking for a pretty significant pullback. Let's see, that's about 13.8 pips. So that's a pretty big pullback. Not sure if I'm going to get that one, but that is a level that I like. It is possible with the news that I'm able to get into that. Why you opened the trade? I don't have a trade open right now. Just looking at a couple of different assets this morning. What's going on, Drew? Good to see you as always. Yeah, I was telling everybody that the Trade with Pat website and robot is up and functional. I am continuing my work on the security updates on the Forex Fury website. Okay, so we are up here, but there's like some old plugins and everything, and you know, people are trying to hack some of my websites. It does seem to happen when there is a new product release. There becomes a lot of action, and people are, you know, trying to find a way in to mess up my life. Yeah, we got this camera here. We got this camera up here. I don't love this camera. It's a little too close. It makes me look a little too old. I like the other camera, but we'll use this. You know, why not? Bring you into my life a little bit. All right, so we are rejecting now off of the resistance, and I'm waiting to come to this level to get into a trading position on your CAD this morning. Okay, what else do we have going on? We got a EURCAD break. Do we have breaks anywhere else? GU looks good. Let's take a look at GU. Ivan's gonna set up my new security. Drew, I just answered that question. I just talked about that for 3 minutes, so I'm not sure where you were. GU. I don't know about GU. GU it's a little too high for me right now. It's a little too high for me. This level down here. Got some pretty big looking fair value gaps. Do have a nice looking level of demand right there if I wanted to try it. What's the distance from my next? Well, 11 pips. Yeah, it does feel like there is a pretty significant distance at this point from our EMA. So you see we have this huge distance from the EMA. So that means like if I try to catch price here, and then I'd be catching it here, and then I'd be catching it here, I could be in a really tough position here. I'd rather have the price a little closer to the EMA, right? I know this is because of my hybrid execution trading model. I want to be closer to the EMA. I want to be closer to the range. And if I pull out, you'll see why. Because when we get very far away from the EMA like we did here, there could be a really deep move. Now, if I'm staying in a trade for a lot of this move, I won't be able to get out of the trade until price comes back here, which is, you know, multiple days of drawdown, and I don't want multiple days of drawdown. So I'd rather the price be closer to the EMA, kind of more in a ranging condition, okay? This one right here, you can see it's more of a range. Price is coming down to the EMA, coming up, coming back down to the EMA, so we can kind of bounce beneath the line here and above the line here. And that's just what I want to be seeing this morning. Am getting a break right here. on your CAD still. News is coming out in 3 minutes, so that should give me a little bit more insight into the markets. USD CAD. Let's take a look at USD CAD. USD CAD looking decent for buys this morning, surprisingly. We've been selling off on USD CAD a fair bit, but we do have a nice level of demand. We do have some big, juicy fair value gaps. There's potential here. Let's take a look as well. You know, are we gonna... I don't really feel like we're gonna break below this level here. It's possible, you know, anything's possible, but I don't feel like we're gonna break through that level. If we did, I could be in some trouble. But I may consider a counter trend position on US CAD this morning. I kind of like what I'm seeing. But what are we looking at on the DXY here? The DXY is continuing to push down, so we would be counter trend on the DXY as well. You know, we were able to get a little bit of a bounce out of this area here. It's possible that this is a liquidity grab right here, and that, look, if we take a trend line right here, it's possible, right? It's possible that we have broken through that trend line and that maybe we're going to see some US dollar strength. Let's see if the US dollar index breaks through our orb at the top there. Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at right now. That's how I'm feeling. I hope you're feeling good. Can I look at AJ? Sure. Again, I have not opened the trade, Mohammed. I already answered you. I have no open trades right now. I have some limits. I'm waiting for a price to retrace here. Probably going to wait for price to retrace. Maybe to my range midline here. Let's see if I get in at the midline. And I could get in again about at the bottom line. That's still a pretty significant pullback that I'll have to see. This could be, you know, liquidity above the EMA and then come down to my level. Now, this is a counter trend trade, so I don't love this one, but I am trying to get into something this morning. All right, what else is going on? Do we have AUD USD this morning? AUD USD this morning. You know, it's kind of with the EMA. Be looking for a break out the top on the Australian dollar this morning. Same as the NZD USD, which is trading in a pretty nice range right here. We're in the middle of the range. I don't mind that at all. That gives us, you know, a range on each side to get out of this. Watch for news. Yeah, so there's going to be potential news coming out shortly. It's out right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at that news, see how the market is reacting to that. So it was better. So this is good for the US dollar. It was forecasted at 52, came in at 52.6. Okay, so this is good for the US dollar this morning. So maybe we'll see some US dollar strength. And if that is the case, then maybe I will get a pullback somewhere and get into a trade. Looks like we're shooting up pretty good here on this one. What else do I have? Oh, sorry, I think I hit the wrong button there. Let me get that off your screen. What else is going on? So here I posted a trade from yesterday on Twitter. Very nice. That was my trading position. Here's a couple of my withdrawals that I put in yesterday. So feeling pretty good about that. Yeah. We are live again today. There it is. We're live right now. You're watching this live. What's going on in the Discord? The Discord is, we're having a lot of fun in the Discord. Get that win. Manny wants me to win. Thumbs up to Manny. What's going on in the general chat? Not much right now. Market talk. People are looking for opportunities. If we break below, here's a great opportunity from one of our members. He's looking at AJ here. Okay, so let's take a look at AJ and see what he is seeing right now. Let's take a look at that potential setup. All right, there is our AJ right there. So there was a break below. the level right here. And now price is coming up. I've got a pretty strong level of resistance, or a supply here on that push down. I would potentially wait to get in at that level. Well, that would be a counter trend trade again. And look at this thing's going crazy. But I was thinking maybe this would be the level where I could get in and then push it down, but this is a bit scary. I don't know if I need to catch that one, right? Oh, sorry. Was I looking at the news wrong? Was the news bad for the dollar this morning? I think one of my analysts is telling me to pay attention. Let's see. So we had ISM services. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Joe, am I reading this wrong? What the hell are we talking about? Actual greater than forecast. The forecast is 52. The actual is greater. Says that's good for the currency. Joe and I are arguing live on stream right now. No one's interested. It looks good to me, but I guess we're just going to have to see what the reaction is. NZD USD. Still waiting for a break out the top right here as I go for multiple wins on NZD USD. We've got a little level of fair value gap open right here. Maybe for an entry. Got a coffee going this morning because I am tired. Where else? What else am I looking at? What about EU this morning? Again, EU is pretty far away from my level here, about 10 pips away from that level. EG breaking down here. Do I want to get in on EG this morning? I do have a level right here of resistance that happens to coincide with this fair value gap right there. Could I pull back to that level right there? That's about 6 pips for a sell. Maybe. Again, we are far away from the EMA. I don't like trading this far away from the EMA. Price does tend to suck back to that EMA. You can see it sucks back here. It comes up, it sucks back here, it comes up, it sucks back, and eventually breaks here. So I don't love the distance from the EMA. I'm looking for something a little bit rangier for my trading strategy. This one right here is sucking back to the EMA right now. I didn't get to break out the bottom of the orb, but I wouldn't hate a sell on US dollar Swiss franc. We've been really kind of choppy for a while. I do have a nice level up here that I could potentially sell from. Let's see. 5 pips away. Do I want to take one off of the EMA this morning? It is in line with the trend, but it doesn't have the orb. That is the problem. I don't like going against my strategy, especially when I have 6 wins in a row. Now, what about EJ this morning? EJ broke out the bottom, and then it broke out the top. In those cases, I am okay to take it. But I don't have a ton of conviction of my setups right now. I'm really trying to find something that I like a lot. This one's a counter trend. Yeah. AJ broke out the top and now is pulling back from that level. What do I want to do here? We broke out the bottom and we broke out the top. So now I don't really have an idea here. Let's go take a look at gold this morning, see how gold's doing, see if there's anything worthwhile on gold. Broke out the bottom, does seem to be getting caught on my level of support that I marked up here. I don't know about that. Silver got a little bit of a double bottom pattern and starting to shoot up there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Sell US dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, I was considering selling US dollar Swiss franc, but the thing is we didn't break out the bottom of the orb, right? So I need to break out the bottom of the orb. I have to stick to my strategy. I have too many wins in a row to not stick to my strategy. So mainly I'm waiting for a pullback here still on EUR/CAD. NZD USD, I'm waiting for a break out the top to have a pullback. AUD USD, I'm waiting for a break out the top to have a pullback as well. So I'm just doing, I'm being patient and I'm waiting. Yeah, check out the broker in the link description. If you know, that is the sponsor of the stream as well. Obviously, if you sign up with them, I get a commission. That's how you can support the stream. I appreciate you. USD CAD waiting on the pullback as well, yeah. Probably to within this fair value gap level here, right? Right there. It's a nice level of imbalance that needs to be filled. You know, you almost want to get in here. The top level FVG looks pretty good. Could react off of that level as well. That's closer. I may shift as the price starts to come down. I may get in at this pullback here, and then if it doesn't work out, I could get in at the midline. If that doesn't work out, I could get in here. So US CAD does give me a few opportunities here to make a play. What's going on with gold? Again, gold I was just saying, gold seems to be getting caught at my level here. We broke out the bottom of the orb, so we would be looking for sells. I'm not sure what I want to do. Again, I don't have a lot of conviction on gold this morning. Also, I have the gold trading room, so generally I prefer to get my gold trading, you know, like that's kind of, I don't do as much gold trading on the stream. I do more of that in my trading room. So I'll analyze it for you a little bit, but not much. That, you know, join the room for my analysis if you want the gold analysis. We have now broken out the top on NZD USD right there, and I'm looking for a pullback to my level right here. How many pips am I looking for on a pullback? About 10 pips. Yeah, that's a bit deep. I don't know if I'm gonna get 10 pips here. The inverse FVG play looks pretty good there again. Wick down a little bit. We should be able to resist off of this level. We've reacted down off of this level here. See, here, here, and here. So are we going to react down off of this level again right here and then give me an entry down here? Potentially, right? So my main two setups right now is the NZD USD and the EUR/CAD. Both of them are exploding, sadly, against me right now. I'd like to get into a position here. I may end up just doing an EMA, or I may just go with a recent support. You can see right here, kind of a recent support level. Oh, there's a pullback there, so we may get something after all. Let me get ready to potentially catch this move on NZD. Oh, wow, damn. All right. This thing's moving quite a bit now. Let's see. Let's see where I could get in. So, could potentially get in here, which is above the FVG. Probably want to see if that FVG gets filled though. So from here to here, I'm looking at, come on mouse, work. All right, we're looking at about 7 pips or so from its current position. A pretty strong pullback that I could catch at the fair value gap, and if the fair value gap doesn't catch, I can re-enter the position at my support level here, part of my hybrid trading model. Then price will come back up from here, I'll exit this one at break even, and I'll let this one continue on to take profit too. So that's potentially what can happen here this morning for me on NZD/USD as I continue to trade and look for trading opportunities. I'm going for 7 straight right now. I'm going for 7 straight. So I'm being cautious. You know, I'm being a little bit more patient this morning. Again, scored 2 goals at hockey last night. Got one on my first shift. I fought some guys off for it. One of my best friends on the team, he got in a big fight in the parking lot, and he's suspended 10 games, so he's pretty much out for the year. It is what it is. Gold is lame right now. Yeah, gold is lame right now. I do agree. I don't have a ton of conviction on gold, but if I do have a gold trade, you'll get it in my VIP trading room, or you'll get the analysis of that position in the VIP trading room. All right, so NZD/USD is our closest position right now, or my closest position right now. Obviously, don't copy my trades. This is not financial advice. This is education and entertainment only. I could take a look at Nasdaq for you as well. Nasdaq broke out the top right here and respected this level down here. I'm a little bit scared of indices lately. They're moving pretty crazy. I know they're fun on stream, but I think I prefer Forex trading for my current trading strategy, the hybrid whatever model. Hybrid execution trading, that's what I was trying to say. So I'm just waiting for a pullback right here. We're on both sides of this EMA right now. Got a clean range at the top, got a clean range at the bottom. I got a decent looking pullback right here. I can get in right here. I can scale in again right here. And there is protection on the downside, you know, whether it be this level here or, you know, the fair value gap. If I drag that all the way across, there's definitely areas where we can react off of if this comes down to me, you know. I would like to get in on a buy trade right here on NZD/USD this morning. GJ's at the midline. I could take a look at it, but NZD is the one that I really want. Yeah, this one. The problem with this is we're just so far away from the EMA, so that if I were to take a buy here, you know, price frequently sucks to that EMA, right? Whether it's from here it's sucked down, from here it's sucked down. Look, all of these levels right there, it's sucked down each time. And now we've got this huge expansive move, and it could suck down to that EMA. So if I get in here, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. If I'm, you know, scaling into the position here, here, and here, it's going to really hurt. You know, and people are going to go, Pat, you're such a bad trader. You're such a bad trader. And then an hour later, I'll win the trade, and they'll go, okay, he's not that bad after all. Waiting for an entry here. I'm being patient this morning. Solana. Who the hell's trading Solana? I know we are doing some trading, some crypto trading a little bit lately, my analysts and I, but not on the stream and not in our trading rooms either. Just kind of playing around. We've been having a lot of success on crypto, but what you're looking at right now here is the range right there. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, come on, NZD. I thought you were going to get me into this trade. Is the gold package the updated type of robot as the other packages? It's the same robot. Yeah, the robot you get is the same robot with the same settings. There's nothing bonus that you get. You could just run the software on 2 accounts at once. There are thoughts of a crypto room, Pisano. There's thoughts of a futures room as well, an indices room. There's a lot of ideas that we have, but you know, we don't want to overload our work. We're very focused on the Forex room and the gold room right now. We've had a lot of success, so we don't want to kind of ruin what's already working. Don't want to mess with our mojo. Your CAD is starting to give me the pullback I was looking for. Thank you, Mo. That is a pretty significant play there. Now that may just react right off of that level there. That's a decent level. Let's see. It's still a fair bit away. It just seems like I'm waiting for pretty significant pullbacks this morning as I go for win number 7. Don't feel like taking anything for the sake of taking anything. I would like to get something that I like, you know. I want what I want, and I want it soon. All right, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing well? Are we doing well in the chat this morning? New camera angle, we're bringing it back. Got a little bit of fluff on my hat right there. We got to work that off. This is backwards in the camera. This is not easy to do. So it looks like we got a couple pullbacks. Your CAD. Your CAD, yeah, I could potentially enter the Your CAD at the midline as well. But I'm look at the pullback is so significant right now. I wonder if USD CAD is seeing the same. Yeah, it is. Some Canadian dollar strength this morning here. Who knows how long that'll last, but there's some Canadian dollar strength as we're just kind of waiting for price to come down and pick up somewhere. Still pretty far away. Still 7 or 8 pips away. Yeah, at some point that's going to react up. NZD just left my zone. I wouldn't have had that entry. You know, maybe I would have entered on the EMA there. There's no way I would have entered at this level right here. So there's no way I would have missed this trade. What's going on here? Okay, USD CAD here. Getting a significant pullback. What are we now? 6 pips from entry. Is the top of the range going to hold or break? Let's see. Let's see what happens here. $12 kilograms. That's a big cat. There's always been ads. I never like, and I don't really have control over that. I don't think either. I'm pretty sure YouTube just puts ads on anything, right? Don't they? US 500 long near TP1. Awesome. Braxton, I just responded to your ads question there already. I think there's always been ads. I don't remember not having ads. YouTube will always put ads on everything. I love the ads. Give me some money. All right, this is a crazy pullback here. This is something else. This is what, 16 pips on 2 candles? The hell do I want to do on this one, huh? Hey, if it comes to my entry, I'm going to take it. It's a counter trend trade, but if it comes to my entry, I'm going to take it this morning. Don't copy this trade. It's a bad trade. Yeah, I never turn the ads off, Craig. I've always left the ads. I'm happy to make money. Basically, the money that I make from the ads, it doesn't really go in my pocket. It's a few $1,000s a month. It just goes to kind of pay the people that work for me. Oh, man. Yeah, this one's reacting off of here too as well. Just how far is it gonna go? How far is it gonna go? I'm not sure. Let's see my EuroCAD. Yeah, EuroCAD has a potential setup here as well. That's a decent entry there. The midline, 5 pips at the midline. All right, someone said that in the chat. What do you guys like that idea? I could get back into this position as well. It's going anyways. It's leaving me anyways. USD CAD still pushing down here. We've got a fair bit of FEG here to fill still. I'm trying to get my entry at the bottom of that FEG. All right, let's see. This is my main setup right now. My USD CAD. NZD USD seems to have kind of left me in the dust here. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna get here? Am I gonna get into this trade? Am I gonna win 7 in a row? I don't know. I hope so. Thanks, Mr. Singh. Not really hiring right now, but I appreciate you. I have more than enough employees. We got a full team right now, and everyone's doing their job. I'm happy with all my employees. Yeah, they want 10 wins in a row. At 10 wins in a row, I've got to get a spray tan. Yeah, I lost the free trade yesterday. My free trade room is still over 70% on the year, so it's been a really good year, but I did lose that yesterday. This is a bit of a crazy move here. I am getting close to my USD CAD entry. Very, very close. Catching some real sharp move down, though. I don't love how sharp that move down is, for a multitude of reasons. So don't copy this trade. This is a high risk trade. Let's do some reasons for the trade here. Jeez, this thing is really just gonna come to my midline, huh? All right, so those are my reasons for the trade right now. Obviously, I don't like catching the big red candles like this, but we have the orb break out the top here. So you can see we broke out the orb, price closed. We've got the significant pullback right here. I like a significant pullback. That means I'm catching price at a discount, right? So if I take my Fibonacci from this level here, the swing low to the swing high, price is at a discount. It is below my 50% level right there. So those are a couple of the reasons. Then I have a level of demand down here that could catch price. I have a level of support down here that I could catch price. So I do have multiple levels that could potentially catch price and reverse this thing in my direction. And I have multiple entries. So if price goes, if price reacts off of this level and pushes up, I could get a win. If it doesn't, I could get back in on a level of demand here for a scale in, right? And then I could get in at a level of support right here for another scale in. So I have those opportunities, and I am into the US CAD position right now. I'm going to focus on this one right now. I'm trading about 4 lots. That's a decent sniper reaction right there. If I can get... you know, up to kind of this level right here, maybe I'll look at taking some sort of a profit, or maybe at the 50% level. Let's see what's going to happen with this trading position live this morning as I go for 7 straight. Now, the problem with this trade is this is counter trend. You know, this is a counter trend, so risky trade. Okay, don't copy it. Never copy any of my trades. Am I going to be able to catch this one, or am I going to have to scale in? That's what we're going to find out shortly. Down 14 bucks as I enter the position. Again, we have some huge gaps to fill now to the upside. There's a lot of market imbalance up here. So hopefully we can just kind of bounce off of the level that I'm at right now and kind of pick up some buyers, come into this level right up here, and get some sort of profit on the position. And if I get some profit on the position, I will take that profit, I'll set a break even, and then I'll let this thing ride even further up to get more profit out of the position. You will have noticed that I'm trading some smaller lots right now. I'm trading about, you know, there was a while on stream I was trading like 20, 30 lots. It was getting a bit much, you know, it was getting a bit much. So I'm looking to I'm targeting about 1,000 a day, something like that right now on stream. I want to see if I can make $1,000 a day. That's what I'm hoping for. This is looking like a really, really nice sniper entry so far. Hopefully this price can continue to push up for me. That's nice right there. You know, maybe I'll take 20% off of this position at some point and lock in a win. But let's see if we can react aggressively and stay bullish off of this level. That would be nice. Okay, hope everyone is doing well. What about gold? I didn't have a lot of conviction on gold. Also, I do have a gold trading room, so if you want my gold analysis, consider joining that trading room. I don't think I'm going to be doing much gold analysis on stream because that is something that I do charge for in my packages. All right, let me go ahead and take a look. All right. Yeah, I'm just talking to some of my support workers. So the Trade with Pat robot website is up. It's working fine. You can see right here, the Trade with Pat robot website's everything working fine. But the Fury website having some issues. I may have to actually redesign the website, so it may be a while. Maybe I do something quick for the Fury redesign and have it a bit simple for now. Are sitting at about 83, floating in profit. Had a pretty perfect sniper entry on this position right here. Feeling pretty good about that. It was a pretty crazy pullback I was able to catch. Just 2 big red candles down. Still hoping for a little bit more to get up to kind of fill this imbalance right there to start thinking about taking profits. And then looks like we're reversing on me again right here. All right, well, we'll watch and see how this trade plays out. Right now, you know, just about 2 pips up on the position. At about 5 pips, I would consider taking some sort of profit. The same way that if I get 5 pips down, I'll consider scaling into the position further for a little bit more profits, okay? That's what I'm thinking right now. What was the site you said for free robots? Forex Robot Nation. Then just use the search field for free robots, and there's a free Forex robot page. I don't like the looks of this one right now. You know, again, I'll find a way to win this position. I may have to scale in a little bit further. I don't like that it's counter trend, right? You see, I have not traded counter trend on stream once during my current win streak. So, you know, I am taking a risk on this one, but seems like this level's working okay so far. I hope it can really hold and then push a little stronger. We do have this, again, we have this huge gap up here to fill. We've got a strong level of resistance right there that we could suck price back up to test one more time. The only problem here again is that I am below that EMA, so I'm kind of counter trend trading, and you know I don't like to counter trend trade, especially after we just kind of took liquidity above the EMA there. So I am taking some risks on this position, as I sometimes do live on stream, right? What's going on in the chat? Up sit floating 50 bucks here. I know it's not as fun as when I was floating 2,000 in profit, but trading a little bit lower lots here. I was going, it was a bit too crazy. It was a bit too emotional in stream when I was down $8,000. I don't want to do that. Okay. Thank you so much, Finesse Avenue. You know, he said, thank you. You helped me develop a real strategy, repeatable techniques every day. Yeah, you know, and that's the point, right? That is kind of always the point, is that, you know, can you have a strategy? Can you work your strategy? I think I'm just going to trade the US CAD only right now, the pool. So I'm just going to close out the Euro CAD and just wait on this position to see what happens here. But that is the point of watching the stream, is to kind of pick up some of the lessons that I teach. Maybe you like certain things that I do. Maybe you hate certain things that I do. That's absolutely fine. I've been trading for about 17 years. I have my own processes. My processes work sometimes. They don't work sometimes. That is trading. Right now, I'm a bit hot. You know, I'm 6 wins in a row. 67 and 21 on stream. This trade, you know, a bit boring so far, just kind of hanging around my break even, my entry level right there. Wicked up a couple of times right here. I was trying to get the price a little bit higher. I will re-enter this position somewhere around 5 pips. Seems to be working pretty well for a position like that. So if the price were to come down to this level, I will get into another entry. Don't like sitting in drawdown, but we're kind of just flipping back and forth here. We're just kind of flipping back and forth, waiting for something to happen. Waiting to maybe see some green candles like these green candles over here. Again, if it comes down, I'll scale back in. It'll be a bigger position, and I'm fine with that. But that's a nice looking candle right there. Let's push that thing all the way up. Why the hell not? It's happy to be sitting in profit here, one way or another. Well, looks like I gotta buy something here. Pardon the interruption right now. Sorry about that. Watching the trade. I'm working at the same time. I gotta buy something. I gotta buy something for my website. Trying to get the Forex Fury website secure. What do I want? A yearly. I'm working while I'm trading, okay? While I'm floating about 30 bucks. This is gonna cost me, what's this gonna cost me? $144 a year. So I gotta make $140 off this trade to pay for Immunify. Hey, my girl's here. Hey, Katrina, how you doing? Why does your EMA look different than my EMA? Your EMA's got more curves, baby. 1 second. Let me finish up buying this thing. There we go. We're sitting pretty. Again, I'm buying something. It's costing me, look, $144 to buy this thing. So we got to get at least $144 out of this trade, right? We have to. That's a nice little push. That's what I was hoping. Really caught that. That's a sniper entry for me this morning, isn't it? Hell yeah. I'd like to get that into my fair value gap still. I'd like to get into this imbalance here. If I could get into this imbalance, I think I'll start taking some sort of profit off the table. Maybe even here. We'll see. We'll see. I'm watching the price action. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Just don't react off of that and shoot down, or else I'm going to be pissed, right? Can we break through this level? We wicked off of this level earlier. Let's see if we could break through there. Have a very, very nice morning. It's floating at about 100 right now, which is nice. I'd like to get up a little higher than that. Now I'm being greedy, but I really want this imbalance fill to start taking some profit on this position. Let me see. Where's the PayPal? I want the PayPal. Give me the pay. There's the PayPal. Let's play with PayPal. We're buying stuff this morning while I'm trading. I'm floating about 100. You want the other camera? Do you want this camera? No, you don't want that camera. You want to look at the chart. I know you want to look at the chart. Floating 100. I need to make 144 from this position. That's what I need to make. What a reaction. That's a nice entry there. It's almost like I'm a good trader. It's almost like that. Oh, getting text messages from my mama. All right, I just bought that thing. I think. Yes, pay with that. Did I pay or what? What the hell's with this website? This is your primary payment method. All right, next step. Jesus, honey, shut the hell up. Go out. Jeez Louise. Honey, relax. My dog's losing her mind here. There's Honey. Honey Cam. We should get back to this trade though. I'm about to win. Don't flip negative right now. All right, let's just take the 10% off the trade right now. Take some lots off it and trade and put this thing into. All right, well, let's wait. Let's wait a second. You didn't take it yet. Wait a second. Go to break even though. Now we're gonna break even this thing. And try and take a little bit off once we get into the fair value gap here. Okay. All right. Activation key. All right, forget it, Vapul. Let's take like just $20, $30 off of the trade here. I want to claim a win, and we'll let the rest run. All right, that brings the streak to 7, folks. I know that was a bit anticlimactic there. I wasn't screaming because I'm just grabbing 20 bucks, but I'm going to sit in this position still. What am I right now? It's pushing down on me, right? That's why I made the call. So I'm about 4 pips up off of break even right now, hoping that we could come fill this fair value gap, but I made the decision to take a little bit of profit off of the position, and you know, it's coming down. If it comes down deep, I may do a re-entry down here or something. We'll see. We shall see. You sent me a message on Discord about cybersecurity. Yeah, I don't know. I got a guy working on it. You know, he works for me. So, you know, I don't know what to do, if you would want to work with him or what on the project. But he's, you know, he's always been pretty good. He's just hooking up Immunify right now to see if there's any. Back up, back up. I'm gonna run over your damn head, this damn dog. Guys, calm down on the gold, okay? If you want gold analysis, you're gonna have to join the gold trading room. I do all my analysis in the gold trading room. I've been running at an over 70% win rate there. You know, a couple of my analysts keep saying, you're doing too much gold on stream. We do have a service for gold, so you know, you want some gold analysis, join the gold room. Too bad. So sad. All right. All right. What else am I doing here? Floating 60, still looking all right. See if I could get my password over to my guy. We're working away right now. Still sitting pretty on this one. We're still sitting all right on this one on UCAD here. Hoping for some US dollar strength to kick in and continue propelling my trade upwards. But I am at 7 wins in a row now. I'm cooking. While I'm also managing a potential update of the Fury website. So I'm busy here this morning. I'm working. That's a nice push. That's a nice push. Floating 100 again. Just an FYI, bud, not me. I don't know what that means. Are you saying you're not hacking me? Someone's always trying to hack me. I've always had to deal with cybersecurity issues. What is Trump loving today? I'm loving gold, and you know what I'm not loving? I'm not loving Somalians. It's enough with the Somalians. It's incestuous with the Somalians. Quiet Biggie. Quiet Biggie. He had that, what was he was doing that thing where he like was chirping some people I saw. He was chirping the reporters, you know. And there would have been a time in my life where I would have been like, oh, I feel so bad for the reporters. And I feel a little bad for the reporters, but it's just like the reporters, these journalists, they're literally puppets for the elites. You know, that's what these reporters are. You know, they haven't been telling the truth about, you know, real people's issues for decades. So it's hard to feel sorry for them. Is it Trump and Cookie Monster had a baby? Is that what I sound like? The problem with Somalians is they stink and they use all our welfare. How's that? Is that all right? I'm working on my Trump, man. I'm working on it. So sometimes it's hot. Sometimes it's not. Trump likes cookies. Trump is actually the best at making cookies. Man, reacting off of this is a level that I'm struggling with here. You could see this kind of minor resistance there. We haven't been able to kind of break through that level. I don't want to go break even here. That would be a waste of my time. I'm trying to grow this account. I will eventually, in like a month or so, I'll put this account up. Because this is a fresh account with about 300 in it. So you could see here, yesterday I did about 600. And then, you know, since then we've just had kind of some small profits, you know, just kind of chipping away as I work through my strategy and the different lot sizes. Looks like I'm going to be out on this one, break even. Yeah, I'm out break even on that. Spread knocked me out from here to here. What else am I? But I'm sitting 7 strong right now, sitting 7 strong. Seemed like it was a decent decision to take that position. It was a counter trend trade. We got the win. If you like the strategy, I have a trading robot that I've developed to trade that exact strategy. See here, this is the one of my Euro USD accounts. Steady is what I'm looking for. Drawdown 1.77%. Completely verified. Monthly 4%. That's good. I'm okay with 4%. I'm okay with 2%, 3%. I don't care. As long as I can kind of grow this account steadily, you know, we'll come back. We'll look at this account in a year. Maybe it'll be up 60%, 70% at that time. That is my hope. That is my goal. And I've got a bunch of accounts like that. And my robot is just trading 1 pair at a time on these accounts. This one a little bit slower here, 1.1%, almost no drawdown. I should probably increase the risk on this to try and get that up to 2%. 1% a month, it's still awesome, you know, that's still Warren Buffett level, but I'm looking for a little bit more than that. So I'm going to have to adjust my risk settings on that one. I've got a bunch of trading accounts up here. So this one here, I don't know about this one. This is the S&P 500. Now it's up 5%, but the drawdown on that one's bad, so I have to work on that. Here, this one's pretty good. Drawdown, we're in drawdown right now for a day or so, but we are still just mostly climbing upwards. 4.08% on that one. Drawdown around 3%, so that's fine as well. I want to be keeping that drawdown under 10%. But there will be drawdown periods. That's just a part of my overall trading strategy that I deal with. There is no minimum account size, you know. You could put a few $100s on a micro. You could trade on demo. Just do what you're comfortable with. Whatever you're comfortable with. Obviously, again, guys, the Forex Fury website is down right now. Dealing with some security updates, but I made the updates on the Trade with Pat website and we're doing fine right here. And so you can see here, these are kind of my 15-year back tests, right? This one has a drawdown of 30%, but it was monthly gain of 5.52%. So there's always going to be drawdown periods with my strategy. That's just kind of the risk you're taking using an automated trading tool. But you can see over like a 15-year period, or yeah, this is a 15-year period right here at 2% a month and a 34% drawdown. The gain can be pretty substantial. Obviously, this is a back test. It is not a promise or guarantee of any future results, and these are just my personal tests, and they are verified here in my FX book. So I can provide those to you if you're interested. Look at this right here. So I definitely made the right call. I definitely made the right call, right? Because we were under that EMA, so we were counter trend trading. So the price coming down was a possibility here. And so it was a good thing that I did what I did. Now I may have to look for some more trades here. Thank you, Brady. Appreciate you. BZ, I don't know what you mean you're shorting. I already won this trade, so that's a W. The trade's done. I won it. You're happy to short it. You're happy to fade me all you want. Do as you please. Your CAD, right? This was another one. Good thing I didn't get into this one, right? This was another consideration that I had, but I didn't have a ton of conviction on that play. But it was a pretty clean setup, right? We had the break out the top. We had a decent level right here worth entering, but the price has just kind of cascaded down. We have a lot of Canadian dollar strength this morning. Your CAD looks great. Your CAD does not look great. Your CAD looks terrible, Logic. I hope that's sarcasm. But obviously I did not take this position. I didn't have a lot of conviction. All right, I'll look at gold. You gotta relax with the gold here. If you want my gold analysis, join the gold room. I give analysis in the gold room. I don't give it away for free on stream. At least my analysts tell me to stop giving it away for stream. AU is not far away. Let me take a look at AUD USD for a potential trade. It's only 11 a.m. AUD USD, it looks decent. It looks decent. It's about 5 pips away from the top of our line there. AUD is just kicking the US dollar's ass though. Look at that. Look at this uptrend here. Kicking its ass. Now what kind of a pullback would I need here to get into a position? Can go long off of this level. I could go long off of the midline. Which one do I want? I'm not sure which one I want. We're gonna have to wait and see. In the meantime, let's go take a look at the Discord. Actually, you know what? I keep forgetting to do this, guys. When I win a trade, what do? I spin the wheel. We gotta spin the wheel. I keep forgetting to spin the wheel. We need some winners. And also, if you have won recently and you messaged me, check again, okay? Check again. Bitcoin, yeah, 92,573. I got the price right back there behind me. Okay, so let's go ahead and spin that wheel for the win. Thank you. Put those W's in the chat for your chance to win VIP. Only a few people commenting here, so it should be pretty easy for me to pick someone. Let's go. One winner will go to creating_Cameron. And then the other one, we're going to go to Han Walton P71. Those are the 2 winners. Every time I win a trade, I give free VIP, except the times where I forget. And I have forgotten a few times lately. So those are your winners. In order to claim your prize, you have to come to my Instagram account here, give this a follow. Look, 64.7. I haven't posted enough reels lately, but I am still getting a lot of followers. So I got to start working on some short videos for sure. Put some more strategies and stuff. People like that. They like my strategies. Again, so the winners were there, Creating Cameron and Han Walton P71. Make sure to DM me on Instagram a picture of your YouTube account so I know it's actually you. Don't try and fake me out. I'll get mad and I'll ban you. While you're at it, if you're following me, give me a follow here on X. That would be nice. My boy Chase reposted my post. Love Chase. Chase is my guy. So I said going for 7 straight wins. We hit 7 straight wins. Not as pretty as some of these other positions, but wins are wins. I'm happy to get them. Do I want to get into another trade? The pool really does want me to get into another trade. Share my view on US 30. US 30, it looks like a break and retest here. Might have missed it though, right? Broke the level, came back to retest the level right there, and then potentially coming up, right? Just a classic break and retest pattern. It does look pretty bullish this morning. That being said, you've had a really long push up right here, so there may be some price exhaustion. I don't know how much more we'll be able to get on US 30, so I don't know if I would take that. Bitcoin, what's going on with Bitcoin this morning? Bitcoin is back above the EMA, which is a good sign. We've come up off of the EMA. We've come back to the EMA. I could see price moving higher here. Let's get up to 95,000. Why the hell not? I got some Bitcoin. I want to give people good Christmas gifts. Why not? NZD USD. This was the one, eh? This was the one that I really wanted. And I've been on fire on NZD USD. You can see here, I won this trade on Monday. I won this trade over here on Tuesday. And I could have won this trade right here. Look, it looked great. Price didn't come back. But you can see it's a very similar setup, right? A very similar setup. Price coming back to the EMA, right? Price coming back to the EMA. I was waiting for price to, and it, you know, it did kind of come back to the EMA. The EMA was higher, so maybe my entry just should have been higher, right, based on that EMA, and I could have got in there. But I was able to bang a winner here on US CAD. Now, if I re-entered here, that would have been a nice re-entry. Even down here, a re-entry would have been very, very juicy to take a profit from this level to this level here. But I didn't feel like I wanted to keep getting in on this counter trend. I don't like trading counter trend. Who does? NZD-JPY, AUD CAD is coming back to the orb. I don't think I trade AUD CAD. I'm not really playing minors very much right now. Kind of focused more on majors. Yeah, so I don't really care about that pair. NZD-JPY, again, that's like another really strange kind of pair. I'm not trading weird pairs. You can see the pairs that I have here, right, on the side of my screen. If it's one of those pairs, I'll look at it, but I don't really care about it myself. All right, so another successful stream, 7 straight wins. Didn't even have to scale into that position. So what more is there to say? What more is there to do? I got to work on some cyber security. I think someone was DMing me in the Discord, so I'm going to have to take a look at that. If you are not in the Discord, there's a link in the description to join the Discord. Look, people are talking right now, right? People are talking in here right now. All the time there's people talking in here. You could get a little badge, get the little TWP badge right there. You can see that? Right there, look at that. You could join the room right there. Look, everyone has the little sword. You could put that sword on your profile if you like to. Please do join the Discord. Good afternoon, Pablo. All right. Should I take a look at the wins? Did I take a look at the wins this morning? What do we have? We got some results here. Yesterday, lost day. Today, a winning day. And he remained calm. A nice day right there for one of our clients. Got some wins here for one of our clients. You know, people are winning. There you go. There you go. Nice wins right there. Kevin's always at it. Kevin's always at it. He's adjusting the software to fit his strategy. Orb setups this morning. These are all just from the trading robot. If you want to check out these results, just come into the Discord. That's the share your results. We have more right here. The bot is cooking. Look at this. People are going crazy, okay? Xmas coming early. A lot of blue here. A lot of blue here. This is the Trade with Pat robot. Come join the Discord. You know, you don't have to buy it, but come join the Discord. Trade with us. Trade with Pat. Will I be streaming tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. I'm doing a lot of streams right now, so just, you know, in the Discord I'll tell you if I'm streaming. If you're in the Telegram, I'll tell you that I'm streaming. But I'll probably be back. I've been streaming a lot. I'm happy to be here with you. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Let's win some trades. Peace.